couple of weeks now, and as a lot of you probably know if you follow me on social media, I have had to up and leave my lovely life in Edinburgh, Scotland, and come back to Australia. Now that is why we have a completely different backdrop. I'm actually in my mum's spare room at the moment. I'm staying with her on the Sunshine Coast, so this is just a quick little message to explain why I haven't been uploading some videos. 2 weeks ago, a lot of things started happening, obviously, with everything that's happening in the world and the coronavirus situation, and I had to make a very quick decision to come back. So that decision was made, and I had packed up and left my apartment in Edinburgh within 3 days. So it was a very intense 3 days. It was a lot of mind jumbling, obviously, considering everything. I absolutely love Edinburgh. I love the people in Scotland. I love everything that I'd gained from there, and it was very sad for me to leave. There were a lot of tears, if I'm being completely honest. My family is obviously in Australia, and during these really tough times and uncertainty, I needed to come back to my roots, which is why I'm here. So you know, I've come around to the decision of it. Obviously I made a logical decision to come back, and I'm very happy with my decision. My body, however, is very much shifting with the change. Obviously I came from Edinburgh, which is reaching maximum of 7 degrees as we only just slowly get into spring, whereas we're coming down from summer in Australia. So I went from 1 to 7 degrees to 30 degrees. Because I'd been in Edinburgh for so long, I had taken for granted extreme traveling, I guess, so going from country to country. And I forgot how long it actually takes for your body to readjust to different waters, different climate, different food. So that has been interesting. The last week in quarantine has definitely been interesting as my body readjusts to that, and also the fatigue of everything that happened the week before. Like I said, I had to up and leave within 3 days. So it was a very stressful 72 hours of my life, as I just randomly bought a plane ticket, packed everything into a suitcase, said goodbye to as many people as I possibly could, for those of my friends that weren't already in isolation. I thought that I would do really well having 2 weeks off to myself in my home, you know, catch up on some reading, do some writing. It has not been like that at all. I'm actually going stir crazy, but that's alright because I was already crazy. I've been gone from Australia now for over 1.5 years. So I guess small things that I missed a lot. I missed the weather, I missed the local birds, I missed how beautiful my country was. It's stunning. I'm currently in the Sunshine Coast in the hinterland, which is very foresty and a beautiful area, and I'm so blessed that it was not overly affected by the fires. Not that I would know, because I am currently locked down in my home. I am in quarantine. I have been for 7 days now. Still another 7 to go, so you may have seen a couple of cheeky posts from me over the last couple of days of how my quarantine's going, trying to be lighthearted about it, but the situation is quite serious out of that. So, you know, I think it's important at this point to still be lighthearted and optimistic and still learn to laugh and love, but do take everything seriously that's happening in the world right now. It was a very interesting transition going from Scotland. By the time I had actually left, the whole situation was actually on my doorstep. So I think, like a lot of people, I was very naive to what was happening. And because it wasn't personally affecting me at the time, I didn't really account to how serious it was until it was on my doorstep, and until I had my family, my parents, my sister, aunts calling me in concern that I needed to come home straight away. So it is a little bit scary. But it's nice to be back in the support of my family. Obviously I love my friends and the second family that I made in Scotland, but I did need to come back to my roots because, you know, there are concerns that I may have of what's happening at the moment, and also to check in and make sure that my family is supported and loved during this time. So what that means basically is, as I adjust to coming back to Australia and I restart again, before I can go on my next adventure, which I think will be a fair while away considering the circumstances of what's happening. But I'm just checking in and restarting again, so super excited about this spontaneous adventure. Didn't think I'd come back to Australia so soon, but that's fine. I'm glad to see family and friends virtually. I can't see them yet until I'm out of quarantine, But take it seriously, please, guys. If you are currently traveling and you had to come back home, please stay in quarantine. It's a very serious issue, and I'm noticing a lot of people on the news are not doing it, and you should be. But yeah, I just want to say that we're back up and running. This is a temporary space, but I'm still going to use it to reschedule my interviews, so we will still be having those coming up, and I'm super excited, and I just really want to send a lot of love and support out there to everyone who is watching this. Please look after yourself in this time. It's a very crazy time, so please don't try and let it affect you. Just watch your mental health, and also make sure that if you are in isolation, if you are in lockdown, if you are in quarantine, make sure that you're exercising regularly. I have found I'm still getting up at 5 o'clock every morning before the sun gets up, because that's when I'm most productive, and I work out for an hour. So just make sure that you have a HIIT app or a yoga app or something. It's really important to make sure that you're getting that physical outlet, and please look after your family and friends, guys. This is a time where we all need to be together and love each other and support each other. I hope you're doing well, and please stick around because some videos are coming right your way. Bye guys, thank you so much, much love, bye.